MS Spitsbergen is a magnificent cruise ship, embodying modernity and luxury. An unforgettable experience awaits as the ship stops at Brysund, a place of stunning fjords and an alluringly cold climate. A tense incident occurred as the MS Vesterland faced great difficulties docking at Honningsvåg, Norway. Strong winds and relentless rough seas made navigation extremely challenging. It's unbelievable, the fury of Mother Nature. Its absolute power is truly astounding.
And we got another that opened up on the west side.
A massive storm in the Black Sea caused large cargo ships to rock violently. Wind speeds in the area reached 102 kilometers per hour, generating waves ranging from 6 to 15 meters high. The storm in the Black Sea is not only a significant challenge, but also a reminder of nature's unpredictable power. Oh no! The small boats are being swallowed by the large ship. The skills of the boat operators need to be retrained. Is this ship intentionally trying to ram into the larger vessel? A sea attack or brake failure. Oh my god! The journey just started, and this ship already wants to rest. The famous Chinese boat was destroyed after colliding with a bridge. This caused the boat's structure to break apart, resulting in significant property damage. Surfing in Nias is a passion for many. The waves rise high and powerful, offering exciting challenges for surfers. Did the captain fall asleep? Surely both ships were severely damaged. A terrifying incident occurred with a kayaker when he got stuck in a hydraulic whirlpool, an extremely dangerous phenomenon for anyone participating in water activities. The sight of rainwater rushing fiercely through the streets truly left anyone witnessing it in shock. Many people are still unaware of the dangers of storm-induced floods. There's no time to waste. You must get to a safe place immediately. Due to the rupture of the city's water supply pipeline, Santa Cruz, Medellin, Colombia suffered flash floods that severely affected over 700 people. How tragic! The floods have caused many people to lose their homes and belongings. She is very lucky because she saved her life, not just the car. It feels like the ship is about to crash into me. Do you feel that way too?
Oh shit! The deckhand's running in!
Oh my God! The large ship created a wave that was no different from a tsunami for the small ship. The heavy rain lasting for days due to the storm has caused severe flash flooding here. Right under the bridge, even cars were swept away by it. When the boat capsized, all the rowers on board were in danger. They could fall into the water, lose their bearings, and face difficulties in righting the boat. The accident has brought attention to the need for stricter safety regulations for passenger vessels in narrow and hazardous waters. A serious accident occurred when the ship Olga M collided with the bridge of the Erupts Strait, one of Greece's famous landmarks. It was an unbelievable sight as the massive ship accidentally struck this iconic structure. The North Atlantic is renowned for its harsh winter weather, often featuring major storms, high waves, and strong winds, creating hazardous working conditions. This plane crash is considered one of the most serious aviation accidents and was fully recorded through the CCTV cameras at Tribhuvan Airport, located in the capital city of Kathmandu, Nepal. Overloading is a dangerous issue in the maritime industry. Threatening not only the safety of the ship, but also impacting the global economy and transportation operations. With irreparable damage and severe losses, the stellar banner ship has definitively ended its journey. Yeah! Woo! I wonder if the damaged goods will be compensated. Just one of those links is heavy enough. It's crazy.
Can you bring him around here?
It took a long time to put out the fire that broke out on this boat. Many people thought it would explode, but fortunately, that didn't happen. On December 2nd, 2024, a major fire broke out in the Isla Puting Bato area of Tanda, Manila, Philippines. The fire started around 10 p.m. and quickly spread, destroying at least 200 homes. Fortunately, the people in this house were evacuated in time. The scene is truly chaotic. The raging floodwaters, like a giant monster, destroyed everything in its path. Under the evening light, the brown-red waves reflected the light, creating a scene that was both majestic and concerning. These cars are truly brave. Would you dare to go through it? Oh my! The fire is huge! What happened to this cruise ship? Black smoke is rising from the middle of a container ship, burned out due to an oil spill. Is this ship intentionally trying to ram into the larger vessel? A sea attack or brake failure? A failed launch is a worrying sight, as the gigantic ship is unable to slide smoothly into the water. Unbelievable! This ship passed by, creating a huge wave that knocked over many nearby boats. A lot of people will surely be upset about this. The firefighting team is using powerful hoses to spray water in an effort to rescue the YM Mobility, which is engulfed in flames. Oh no! A terrifying explosion just occurred on the yacht in Syros, Greece. The collision between the large bulk carrier VLOC China Steel Innovator and a container ship caused a dangerous situation and raised concerns in maritime operations. Tree trimming is crucial. Seeing this, many people will no longer complain about pruning their trees. During storms with tornadoes, lightning strikes can occur 10 times more frequently than in a typical storm. Would those in the cable car dare to continue after seeing this? At Six Flags Mexico amusement park, a terrifying incident occurred when a Sky Screamer ride unexpectedly stopped operating during a severe storm. Is this tornado more frightening than a Category 5 hurricane? If you see it, don't be foolish and go outside.
Those are our neighbors' houses. Oh my gosh.
Recently, a rare tornado shaped like a snake appeared near Chester, Oklahoma, and this is highly unusual. Oh my goodness! Sea Shepherd took a bold and surprising action by ramming straight into the Japanese whaling ship. The power of water is not something to be trifled with. It's terrifying. The 2011 Sendai earthquake and tsunami, also known as the Great East Japan Earthquake, was a dual disaster consisting of a magnitude 9.1 megawatts earthquake and a devastating tsunami, occurring at 2:46 p.m. local time on March 11, 2011. It is considered the largest earthquake ever recorded in Japan and one of the strongest earthquakes in the world since modern records began. On February 5th, 2014, the cargo ship Luno, a 100-meter-long Spanish-flagged vessel, encountered a severe incident at the Cavaliers Breakwater, Bayonne Port, France. In strong storm conditions and large waves, the ship suffered a complete power failure, rendering it uncontrollable. The accident involving the cargo ship MV Costco Shipping occurred when the vessel lost control and collided with a bridge. The storm hit a port, and the large ship could be seen displaced from its original position. The storm hit a port, and the large ship could be seen displaced from its original position. The sea is truly frightening. But sailors must be very brave to do this job. The North Sea churned with violent waves, and Scotland's pelagic fishing vessel faced a life and death challenge. Towering waves, as high as buildings, continuously struck the hull of the ship. Hopefully, no one was standing beneath. Their actions were extremely dangerous. Terrifying. A lightning strike hit a river, causing an incredibly powerful explosion. Unbelievable, the landslide occurred just as the vehicle passed by. The damage not only affected property, but also posed a danger to human lives. The explosion occurred in a sugar silo at the Ashikara factory in Ciudad Real. At the time of the incident, a massive explosion took place in the area, completely destroying the silo. A massive avalanche occurred at Everest, just near Camp 2. Fortunately, the avalanche couldn't reach the camp, but its size was still enough to instill fear in everyone. Floods can cause severe damage to property, including homes, infrastructure, and other essential items. Strong floods can also sweep away people and livestock, leading to loss of life. Surely, those who witnessed it will never forget the image of it.
Coming back.
Oh my gosh.
On May 7th, 2016, a particularly severe tornado occurred near Ray, Colorado. Oh, what a terrifying sight! The tornado, extremely close, caused significant damage to the area. It started to develop just north of Ray Airport, where there were few roads. When a tornado directly strikes an area, the impact can be extremely destructive and dangerous. Tornadoes can cause severe damage to homes, infrastructure, and even result in casualties. Such a tragedy. The avalanche caused severe damage to many cars. Are you afraid of thunderstorms? The sound of thunder is not only loud, the sky flashes brightly, but it also threatens the life of anyone nearby. How irresponsible! The barge driver carrying construction materials didn't see a small boat and collided directly with it. As a result, it was severely damaged. The accident involving the icebreaker RS Vinayana on the Danube River has caused much concern. While the ship was being towed through a narrow area, it unexpectedly collided with the riverbank.
That's gonna hit.
The propulsion shaft was damaged, leaving only one engine operational, and strong winds of up to 25 knots posed an unprecedented challenge for this colossal ship. Truly an incredible display of daring. Confrontations and strong determination to protect wildlife are displayed in every moment.
This is ridiculous. These guys are gonna kill.
A serious fishing boat sinking occurred near the St. Andrews area, Scotland, when the vessel encountered large waves and ran aground near the local port. The incident attracted assistance from rescue teams and local residents. The moment the Snow Crystal ship left the slipway ignited cheers throughout the Ferris Smith shipyard in Westerbrook. A sense of pride filled the air as this magnificent creation slid into the water for the first time. The explosion on the YM mobility ship has attracted attention and raised concerns in the maritime transport industry. On April 14th, 2023, the last Freedom-class warship in the U.S. Navy's Littoral Combat Ship program collided with a tugboat during its launch at the shipyard. They thought their combination was flawless, but no, the vehicle still slipped and put this person in danger. In July 2024, the cargo ship M/V Linda Sahabat II, flying the Indonesian flag and weighing approximately 3,000 tons, encountered a serious incident as it tilted sharply to port in the waters near the Banggai Archipelago, Indonesia. Unbelievable! A crane at the seaport collapsed right in front of everyone. These ships are built to withstand much more severe waves. A sudden landslide occurred, collapsing the section of road that had just been cut by the JCB machine in Magoo. A tornado monster struck the small village of Fairdale, Illinois. The story began on the fateful day of April 9th, 2015, when the sky churned ominously, foreshadowing a terrible disaster. In 2011, the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA, endured one of the most devastating tornadoes in modern history. The Tuscaloosa tornado was rated EF4 on the enhanced Fujita scale, with estimated wind speeds reaching 305 kilometers per hour. This level of tornado causes catastrophic damage, destroying everything in its path. The tornado formed in the afternoon and traveled nearly 80.5 kilometers, passing through Tuscaloosa and surrounding areas at an average speed of 88 kilometers per hour. It left a path of destruction nearly 2 kilometers wide. Thousands of homes, shops, and public buildings were flattened, causing an estimated $2.2 billion in damage. Bevel Building, located on the University of Alabama campus, is one of the safer and higher locations compared to downtown Tuscaloosa. This building became one of the most prominent vantage points for observing the devastating power of the EF4 tornado. This large wave can be explained by the combination of strong winds and tidal currents, which intensified the waves and had powerful impacts on coastal areas such as St. Malo. This event shows that although the tide did not reach its theoretical peak, the wave intensity was still remarkable. Oh, this is the unluckiest ship I've ever seen. not the smooth start I was expecting. A new ship in China has completely capsized. A Dutch cargo ship has drifted and is facing the risk of capsizing after encountering bad weather off the coast of Norway. Rescue efforts are underway to save those on board. Black smoke is rising from the middle of a container ship, burned out due to an oil spill. What an overwhelming sight! Giant ships and nature intertwined in a dramatic showdown. A failed launch is a worrying sight, as the gigantic ship is unable to slide smoothly into the water. Oh no! It didn't see the small boat directly in front of its bow. Oh no! It crashed straight into a ship twice its size. It broke off a corner of a large ship. Who can save this ship from the violent waves caused by the storm? It's rocking so much that it could sink at any moment. The floodwaters must have liked this house so much that they took it along. The homeowner must feel completely helpless watching their house drift away like this. Years of property, gone in an instant. A landslide caused a 3-story house to collapse in an instant. Nature is truly terrifying. The speed of the current, I think, is even faster than a cheetah running. Hopefully, no one is still trapped in the houses down there. That's so dangerous. Fortunately, the people on the boat jumped off in time, otherwise, the consequences would have been horrific. An iceberg nearly turned this ship into a second Titanic disaster. Fortunately, this iceberg wasn't too large. This unfortunate ship is a clear testament to the dangers that vessels face in the marine environment. The ship is nearly tilted completely, with only a small part of its hull still visible above the water. This situation is truly critical, as an accident has caused the ship to lose balance and gradually sink into the sea. How miraculous! The ship was on the verge of sinking, but the exceptional skills of the captain saved it.
die rolt ook niet.
De 19. 19 vraag. 39. U bent op standby. We gaan er zo aan beginnen.
After the earthquake, Santa Cruz Harbor was affected by a tsunami. The panic among the locals and tourists stemmed from their inability to anticipate the danger of the waves and its rapid impact. The power of nature is always impressive. However, be cautious in situations like this. Fortunately, there were no houses at the foot of the mountain. Heavy rainfall saturated the soil and rocks on the slopes, leading to collapses and creating mud flows. This poses a danger to both people and property. The aftermath left not only enormous material losses, but also an enduring pain in the hearts of those affected. Such a tragedy. The ship's mast exceeded the allowed height. As the ship passed under the Prinsenbrook Bridge, the top part collided with the power lines and exploded.
Wat was dat?
The accident occurred on April 16, 2014, when the Sewol Ferry, a large passenger ship carrying hundreds of passengers, mostly high school students, capsized and sank in the waters near Jindo Island, South Korea. The captain and several crew members abandoned the ship, leaving the passengers in danger. A powerful tornado has just appeared in Calgary, Canada. Its strength has left the residents extremely worried and panicked. A powerful tornado was recently recorded in Spring Hill, Tennessee, with wind speeds reaching up to 140 miles per hour. The tornado was an EF3 and caused significant damage. Super Typhoon Bibinka made landfall in Shanghai, becoming the strongest storm the city has faced in the past 75 years.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Tornadoes, the unseen enemy, yet their power is shockingly destructive. Sometimes nature is truly mysterious and frightening. A twin tornado, powerful and threatening, appeared. Instead of discarding old ships, many countries and organizations have implemented the method of sinking them to create artificial coral reefs. This is one of the powerful tornadoes, with estimated wind speeds reaching up to 170 miles per hour, about 273 kilometers per hour. The tornado originated in Douglas County and extended to neighboring areas such as Elkhorn and Blair. Terrifying. The seawater splashes wildly as if trying to swallow the entire ship. The wind blows fiercely, whipping through every rope in the gloomy atmosphere of the ocean. This is a real challenge for every sailor. Will they be able to overcome it? During the winter months in the North Atlantic region, the weather often exhibits unusual patterns with harsh climatic conditions. One of the most common phenomena is the frequent occurrence of storms, and particularly wave surges that can reach heights of up to 10 meters. The Pacific Ocean is considered the largest and deepest ocean on Earth. It is a vast body of water covering approximately 179.7 million square kilometers, making up nearly 1/3 of the Earth's total surface area. Summer in the South Atlantic sees significant climate changes, including rising sea temperatures and alterations to the MOC, meridional overturning circulation. This affects climate patterns and weather forecasts both in the region and globally. It's frightening. Look at what the flood did to the bridge, and the other side has been completely wiped out. This container ship lost 7 containers in the Indian Ocean. Fortunately, there's no report of hazardous materials being released into the sea. A man captured a series of lightning strikes while driving his car home. The scene was impressive, but extremely dangerous. At high tide, powerful waves crashed against the protective walls and coastal structures, creating a sight that was both beautiful and dangerous. The terrifying storm suddenly appeared on a highway in Serbia, an extreme weather event that caused panic and danger for motorists. On August 10, 2020, a powerful derecho storm struck the central and eastern United States, particularly impacting Iowa, including the city of Marion. This storm brought winds exceeding 95 miles per hour, 152 kilometers per hour, causing significant damage to infrastructure and the environment. Marshalltown was one of the areas most severely affected by the storm. This derecho storm brought strong winds, particularly in Cedar Rapids, with speeds reaching over 100 miles per hour. These winds caused trees to fall, roofs to be damaged, and traffic to be blocked. Nature will continue to show humanity that it must be loved and respected. If the weather outside is life-threatening, please take the day off work and avoid leaving the house. On August 13th, 2024, a hailstorm accompanied by heavy rain severely impacted Utah County, including cities such as Orem, Lehi, and Linden, Utah. Hail the size of coins damaged property and vehicles in lower-lying residential areas. Think of the damage to vehicles and homes. Hopefully, everyone and animals are safe in their shelters. Strong thunderstorms caused hail ranging from moderate to large size, leading residents to worry about the possibility of a tornado. Unbelievable! This ship passed by, creating a huge wave that knocked over many nearby boats. A lot of people will surely be upset about this. Looking at this scene, the insurance industry is going to have a busy day. Send this video to a poor boat driver like this. Everyone on the dock just stood there calmly, as if saying, "There's no way he's going to crash into us." Those prone to seasickness will definitely not enjoy this sight. I had no idea there were so many bad ship captains. Check the hoist ropes of the cranes at this port, otherwise, someone might end up leaving. Just one collision, but the damage is in the millions. The violent storm is sweeping in from the north, like the wrath of the ocean. The ship bravely stands firm against the massive waves, like a warrior in a fierce battle. Is there something underwater? Is it a giant fish or a sudden huge wave? The crane collapse at the port raises important questions about safety and operational protocols. Don't be foolish to stand close to boiling asphalt. If it erupts, you'll get burned immediately.
Андрюх, спрыгивай оттуда, на камни легко.
Navy ship hits tug during launch.
This is confusing. Didn't the small boat get notified that a new ship would be launched today? Due to a broken strap, the front strap lost 50% of its lifting capacity. As a result, the vehicle fell and couldn't be salvaged. I can't believe the ship's first startup failed. It's truly disappointing. The flooding in southern Brazil, which has occurred in recent days, has caused significant damage to both lives and property. Oh no! The heavy rainfall has caused several cars to be swept away by the strong flowing water. This boat is so unfortunate. The huge waves hit it unexpectedly. Hopefully, the people are okay. Why didn't the engineers calculate beforehand? Even the driver bears significant responsibility in this disaster. Not only was the lifted vehicle unfortunate, but the truck doing the lifting was equally unfortunate. Miscalculations will come at a cost. The owner of this vehicle must feel very helpless watching their truck drift away in the sea. Don't both ships want to yield to each other to avoid an unfortunate accident? The people below the ship's hold are certainly still feeling scared. The operator's negligence has created a dangerous situation. This is the beginning of a large ship. Fortunately, it was launched successfully, and those standing around can breathe a sigh of relief. Hopefully, every ship has a smooth launch like this.
The French are coming fast into the inside of
Oh my
Spain.
God.
The Spanish have to give them room or they're going to crash.
This boat is about to crash into another one.
That's surely penalty.
That guy is literally nuts.
He doesn't realize that this action could lead to him never coming back.
Who's gonna take him back? Oh, he's down.
Don't treat your life like a joke.
Jesus, dude, what a psycho.
The Caribe ferry accident, a serious incident in the Dominican Republic, attracted international attention. The accident involved a ferry named Caribe, which encountered trouble while traveling from one port to another. The ship may have struggled with navigation due to strong waves and heavy rain, making it difficult to maintain the ship's stability. The tugboat Switzer Molga made an emergency stop while moving at high speed in reverse. This is an extremely important and dangerous technique in the maritime industry, requiring precise handling and control. Malaga, Spain, is located near the sea and has many steep areas, causing rainwater to flow rapidly from high to low areas, forming strong currents on the streets. It's foolish not to run away and just watch the scene. The flash floods at Barranco del Puello, Spain, are a dangerous natural phenomenon caused by the rapid accumulation of rainwater, often accompanied by strong currents that sweep everything away. That's so dangerous. One person was unfortunately swept away by the strong currents of the dam while participating in outdoor activities. In Benetúser, Spain, a car swept away in a major flood inadvertently became a lifesaver for a group of people about to be carried away by the fierce currents. The storm caused heavy rainfall of up to 92 millimeters in just 1 hour, with a total of 400 millimeters of rain since midnight, turning the roads into flood rivers, flooding homes, and leaving many residents stranded. The accident occurred due to a malfunction in the ship's steering equipment, causing the vessel to lose control and collide violently with the Hekembasi Salih Effendi mansion, a structure dating back to the 18th century. One of the dangerous aspects of operating service vessels like the Etigolo is handling the anchor lines. In particular, the anchor line is crucial for keeping the ship stable in rough seas. The storm left everyone in his house uneasy, as the ceiling was collapsing piece by piece, and rainwater poured in through the gaps. Toledo, a city in Parana State, Brazil, recently faced heavy and prolonged rainfall, severely affecting infrastructure and the lives of its residents. The brave firefighters plunged into the thick smoke, step by step approaching the source of the fire. It was not just a lesson in technique, but also a test of their spirit. During a race in Key West, a superyacht collided with another. Both crew members safely exited through the escape hatch and were unharmed. Certainly, this is a rare sight, as the ship capsized right at the dock. Although the Audi Guild tried to avoid the collision, due to the tense situation and dangerous actions from the Japanese ship, a strong collision occurred. This is part of Sea Shepherd's campaigns to prevent the illegal whaling activities of Japan in the Southern Ocean. In 2019, a fishing vessel lost control and collided with other ships in the Camber area of Old Portsmouth, United Kingdom. has an amazing reflex and incredible bravery. Truly admirable. Low voltage arc flash is an extremely dangerous phenomenon where electricity arcs through the air, creating a blinding flash with temperatures reaching thousands of degrees Celsius. Sinking a ship just for practice. Incredible. Losing an anchor on a ship is a common maritime incident caused by various factors and can lead to serious consequences if not handled properly. When the anchor brake on the ship fails, the situation becomes extremely dangerous as the vessel cannot maintain its position or control its stability against the force of the waves and wind. In the 2024 Rolex Middle Sea race, the Spirit of the Winds faced a powerful storm with wind speeds reaching around 115 kilometers per hour. This event drew attention as it occurred during a crucial stage of the race. That's dangerous. The boat is unmanned, yet it's still spinning around like it's dancing in the water. These people will never forget the terrifying moment when their ship gradually tilted into the water. Is this boat operator driving for the first time? Horrifying! A powerful electromagnetic storm struck the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, Independence of the Seas, as it was leaving the port of Puerto Canaveral, Florida. A crane on the ship encountered a malfunction while performing cargo loading and unloading operations, posing risks and causing serious injuries.
Se cayó la grúa, se soltó.
Heavy rain caused the floodwaters to surge, sweeping away the belongings of many people. Nature is truly frightening. Valencia is facing heavy, prolonged rain and strong gusts of wind, resulting in severe flooding. The weather is crazy, but not as crazy as those who dare to go out at this moment. Its power is like the wrath of nature, destroying everything in its path. The fierce flood roared like a giant monster, swallowing everything in its path. They formed a powerful volunteer army, working tirelessly to clear the mud, restore roads, and recover heavily affected areas. When the ship sways, the cargo in the containers can shift, spill, or even cause imbalance, potentially leading to the ship capsizing under extreme conditions. A large cargo ship is moving through waters with strong waves and bad weather. The surrounding waves are forming white-capped layers of water, indicating that this is a stormy area or extremely dangerous weather conditions. This barge was being carried away by the strong current and was only a short distance from the bridge before narrowly avoiding a serious collision. In 2013, the jack-up drilling rig Perro Negro 6 operated by Sapem experienced a serious accident off the coast of Angola. The accident occurred when the seabed beneath one of the rig's three legs collapsed, causing the rig to tilt suddenly and suffer structural damage, leading to water flooding inside. Continuing to deforest without replanting trees, humans will have to take responsibility for everything that is happening.
Bueno.
That's a tornado. It's best to stay away before it causes you harm. It's amazing how humans can build ships like these to explore and conquer the seas. And surely, the captain will never forget the day when the handbrake became the talk of all the forums. The fishermen here usually row small wooden boats out to sea, facing the harsh elements of nature to make a living. They truly are warriors of the sea. The monster waves in the North Sea are an extremely strange and dangerous phenomenon. They appear suddenly, without any warning signs. The North Sea, one of the most important bodies of water in Europe, has a rather harsh climate. It is frequently impacted by strong storms, with high waves and strong winds. In recent years, Somali piracy has decreased,
Check.
but maritime security remains a major concern for important trade routes.
Good job, блядь.
Crossing the Bay of Biscay in stormy weather on an oil product tanker is one of the most challenging maritime journeys, requiring high expertise from the crew and the endurance of both the ship and the captain. The Bay of Biscay is located in the northeastern Atlantic, bordering the western coast of France and northern Spain. It is considered one of the most fierce and dangerous bodies of water in the world. On November 23, 2018, a ferry carrying more than 50 people in San Francisco crashed into the dock, causing minor injuries to 2 people. A massive cargo ship is navigating through powerful waves and strong winds. Towering waves crash against the hull, creating thunderous sounds. Oh, what a majestic and vibrant sight! Towering waves crashed one after another against the cargo ship, hitting it with immense force. Truly a scene not for the faint-hearted. On July 26, 2023, a cargo ship named Fremantle Highway, registered in Panama, caught fire near the island of Eemland, Netherlands. The ship was en route from Germany to Egypt and was carrying over 3,700 vehicles, including nearly 500 electric cars. According to reports, the fire may have been caused by an electric vehicle experiencing a malfunction and catching fire. A serious incident occurred at the Gwangan Bridge in Busan, South Korea, where a Russian cargo ship collided with the bridge, causing damage to a section of its structure. In 2017, a serious incident occurred where a cargo ship collided with the bridge connecting Guayaquil and Sandy Island. The ship, unable to be controlled, crashed into the bridge, causing significant damage to its structure. Looking at this scene, the insurance industry is going to have a busy day. Send this video to a poor boat driver like this.
He's gonna crash into that.
Dorado smoke!
The violent storm is sweeping in from the north, like the wrath of the ocean. The ship bravely stands firm against the massive waves, like a warrior in a fierce battle. Is there something underwater? Is it a giant fish or a sudden huge wave? A severe storm caused an inflatable water slide to lift into the air in Hillsboro, Alabama, posing a danger to everyone.
Wow.
This man surely didn't expect the fish to attack him like this. The crane fell into the deep sea, an unimaginable, terrible disaster. Shouldn't this speedboat driver learn how to drive properly? I truly admire the courage of the fishermen who work in the dangerous rough seas. The attack on the ship by activists has brought significant attention to environmental protection and animal rights issues. I can't believe the ship's first startup failed. It's truly disappointing. This boat is so unfortunate. The huge waves hit it unexpectedly. Hopefully, the people are okay.
The French are coming fast into the inside of
Oh my
Spain.
God.
The Spanish have to give them room or they're going to crash. Here are France,
This boat is about to crash into another one.
That's surely penalty
That guy is literally nuts.
He doesn't realize that this action could lead to him never coming back.
He's gonna take him back. Oh, he's down.
Don't treat your life like a joke.
Jesus, dude, what a psycho.
Is the captain feeling sleepy? Oh no, it just crashed into the wall. Anyone who has ever been to the docks in Italy knows just how chaotic it can be, with boats scattered everywhere, and this is the result. Despite the screams, this ship continued to crash into the protruding part of the dock, causing severe damage. A ship from Antillean line appears to have collided with a barrier under the Brickell Avenue Bridge, causing scratches along the hull. Iceland's waves are unlike anywhere else. They are wild, fierce, and unpredictable, threatening the very existence of the ship. The ocean waves are truly terrifying. They're so high that I thought it was a tsunami. The rough seas make the ship continuously sway as if it wants to lie flat on the ocean. It's truly concerning. Heavy rain and strong winds in Ibiza are blowing everything away, making many residents and tourists feel anxious and uneasy. The owners of these boats will be heartbroken to see this scene. The waves have ruined everything for them. The storm has made it difficult for the person who is still stuck on the boat. The strong winds are preventing them from maintaining balance to move to the neighboring ship. Look over there! A tornado on such a calm surface. Despite the danger, he still went through it. It's truly insane.
Take it out of gear.
An improper turn caused her boat to collide with the bow of another vessel. Despite her efforts to salvage the situation, it seems there was no effect.
Next one to finish.
In a competition, when a boat tilts too much, it can lead to a loss of balance and possibly capsize. They need to be skillful and careful. At first glance, many people would think this is a couple on a yacht rather than a simple boat collision. This massive oil tanker is facing a devastating storm. Huge waves crash against the ship's side, as if trying to swallow the giant vessel whole. Can the ship withstand this tremendous pressure? After many days and nights, this house has finally been defeated by the waves. Many people feel both fascinated and nostalgic about the house. Now, it is just a memory for many travelers. Oh no! A house has collapsed after unprecedented historic rainfall. The wind strength of this storm is truly terrifying. Not only are the trees swaying, but even the roof is being lifted by it. The storm has caused the sea waves to rise so high that a beachfront high-rise has lost its balcony. The sight of the rising tide is truly spectacular, but also very dangerous. If you don't want to be swept out to sea, don't stand too close to the shore. Would you dare to drive through what's in front of you? If you don't want to die soon, then just sit tight. An incident in Sri Gangandhar occurred during a storm and heavy rain when a high-voltage power pole fell onto a moving car. Experiencing an ocean crossing during a storm is a nightmare that no one would want to endure again. The feeling of death looming over them at any moment. The strong storm winds have tilted the billion-dollar boats of the residents. Hopefully, they can hold steady.
They dropping it up, anchor. Oh!
The strong storm has caused two large ships to collide.
Holy moly.
Don't underestimate the power of nature.
It damn.
Why hesitate to run away upon seeing this scene? It's unbelievable that this storm is also bringing a tornado. So terrifying. This yellow ship is probably very unhappy after being struck broadside by a much larger red cargo ship. Fortunately, no one was walking underneath. It's truly frightening. Accidents always happen unexpectedly.
Go!
Oh my, the mooring line of the ship has snapped. Everyone is anxiously watching the dangerous scene unfold. The captain of this tourist boat has damaged the large crane at the port due to his negligence. Can you guess how much the cost will be? For those who love exploration, this is not just a journey, but an exciting and challenging adventure. The strong winds, like the ocean's fury, relentlessly lashed against the ship's hull. You might not know, but winds at this level can reach 17 to 21 meters per second, enough to sway even large ships. The strong winds, like the ocean's fury, relentlessly battered the ship's hull. You might not know, but winds at this level can reach 17 to 21 meters per second, enough to shake even large ships. Dubbed the jewel of the Hurtigruten fleet, MS Lofoten is not just a means of transportation, but also an unforgettable and challenging oceanic experience. Although flooding is an inevitable part of nature, we can still do more to protect property and human lives. A thrilling and lucky event just occurred where a man recorded an avalanche rushing straight toward him. Surprisingly, he was not injured at all.
Oh dear God.
At Metaleo Beach, a powerful storm made the sea very dangerous. Despite this, they still launched the boat out to sea. The Savannah-Savula Bridge is a key transportation route, so the destruction of the bridge caused temporary disruption to traffic. In the blink of an eye, an entire mountain collapsed to the point of almost disappearing. The ship, while transporting cement, collided with rocks as it was preparing to dock near the city of Chongqing. The powerful impact caused the ship to tilt and sink into the murky waters of this mighty river. A fire broke out on the 15-meter yacht named Stravengers, which was docked at the port of Antibes, France. The fire originated from an electrical malfunction in the yacht's engine room. The storm, with winds exceeding 140 kilometers per hour, caused severe damage to many yachts, with some even sinking or capsizing. Oh no! Carelessness has caused a multi-million-dollar yacht to be severely damaged. On June 2nd, 2019, in Venice, Italy, the MSC Opera, a large cruise ship weighing about 65,500 tons, collided with a smaller cruise ship named River Countess, which was docked at the pier. There were no fatalities, but 5 people were lightly injured, mostly passengers on the River Countess. The sight of the ship crashing into the bridge on the river was terrifying.
Hey, I better stay back, probably.
The sturdy structures were struck with great force, creating a horrifying noise that sent shivers down everyone's spine. Is the captain feeling sleepy? Oh no, it just crashed into the wall. Anyone who has ever been to the docks in Italy knows just how chaotic it can be, with boats scattered everywhere, and this is the result. Despite the screams, this ship continued to crash into the protruding part of the dock, causing severe damage. Oh no, a tsunami is coming. Even the birds are frantically trying to escape. The massive tsunami has swept away the coastal huts in Indonesia. There's no force more terrifying than a tsunami. If you're on the beach and see the water receding rapidly, run.
Can you watch my bag and stuff and my camera case and stuff?
It's a sign that a tsunami is coming. A ship from Antillean Line appears to have collided with a barrier under the Brickell Avenue Bridge, causing scratches along the hull. Iceland's waves are unlike anywhere else. They are wild, fierce, and unpredictable, threatening the very existence of the ship. The ocean waves are truly terrifying. They're so high that I thought it was a tsunami. The rough seas make the ship continuously sway as if it wants to lie flat on the ocean. It's truly concerning. Heavy rain and strong winds in Ibiza are blowing everything away, making many residents and tourists feel anxious and uneasy. The lesson is that when a boat docks, don't go too fast. Bad weather is probably the greatest concern for ships when returning to port. The collision occurred at the Suway Riverbank area, one of the key areas of Shanghai. Such an accident could cause significant disruption to waterway traffic in the region. On January 18th, an unexpected incident occurred at the port of Bahrain when HMS Chiddingfold and HMS Bangor of the Royal Navy collided with each other. A technical malfunction or time pressure. This bold move led to severe damage to the ship, creating a major shock in the French maritime industry. Krusenstern, the famous maritime symbol of Russia, caused a stir when it unexpectedly collided with two Icelandic Coast Guard vessels. In an unfortunate incident at Westport Harbor, the MV Northern Democrat suddenly collided with the MOL Empire. The impact was so strong that it caused the entire port to shake. A lone fisherman from Fujian province, China, sailed his fishing boat into disputed waters. The Japanese patrol team appeared to prevent the fishermen, spraying powerful water jets at the illegally intruding vessel.
Oh yeah, that's for sure about to hit us.
A luxury yacht unexpectedly collided directly with a massive cruise ship at sea, causing a huge shock throughout the area. A serious accident occurred in Steinhatchee, a coastal town in Florida, USA, when two sailboats were crushed under a bridge. The fire in Uddevalla was truly a terrifying disaster. The flames broke out suddenly in the early morning and spread so quickly that it became uncontrollable. A large boat fire occurred at Lake Powell, a popular destination in Arizona, USA. The fire caused panic, and many people had to quickly escape from the boat. Ferry accidents in Bangladesh are a serious and frequent issue with devastating consequences. It is unimaginable that overloaded ferries, sometimes carrying twice the allowed number of passengers, are still permitted to operate. storm caused strong winds and rough seas, limiting the container ship's visibility and nearly causing a collision with a smaller vessel ahead. If you are not experienced in dangerous situations during boat races, it's best not to participate. When a sailor tries to board a large container ship in rough seas while the ship is swaying heavily, this is a dangerous situation that requires skill and experience. On the morning of December 12, 2024, a serious incident occurred when the K&P Billy ferry capsized while preparing to dock. The incident left many vehicles trapped on the ship, while rescue teams worked tirelessly to carry out the operation. Hurricane Anthony brought strong winds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, along with high waves and heavy rainfall, making it very difficult for ships and yachts to cope with these hazardous weather conditions. As the ship was preparing to depart, the massive crane on the ship accidentally struck a 25-ton mobile crane on the dock, causing it to fall onto a nearby barge. Seeing this, would you want to experience crossing the ocean again? Fortunately, the captain managed to steer in time to avoid a collision that could have had tragic consequences. It's really hard to bring the fish aboard. It seems like the fish is so big that they're having a lot of trouble. After Tropical Storm Christine made landfall on October 23rd, 2024, the oil tanker MTKR Cassandra was severely damaged. The vessel had been anchored at a dock in Batangas after being seized by the Bureau of Customs due to alleged oil smuggling. On August 17, 2015, the ship Moby Baby collided with the harbor at Puerto Ferreo. It was unfortunate but also lucky, as the consequences were not too severe. In 2017, a ship collided with this bridge, causing a section of the bridge to collapse and resulting in significant damage. The ship APL Mexico City encountered a serious incident at the port of Antwerp, Belgium. The vessel collided with a container crane while drifting. The vehicle with a long pipe is likely the cause of the spark, isn't it? Look! A car is floating in the floodwaters in Turia, Spain. It's unbelievable. When nature decides to unleash a disaster, there is no human force that can stop it.
Stop! 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 Stop!
The crane incident caused steel plates to fall, posing a danger to passersby. Hopefully, no one was injured. On a dramatic Thursday, the unusually high tide swallowed Los Canos de Mica Beach, turning it into a surprising sight. The heavy storm turned the sky white with heavy rain. Many people find it difficult to go outside at this time. A powerful tornado struck the Carlet and Alginate areas in Spain, causing significant damage. The tornado destroyed many industrial areas and hundreds of homes in the region. It's truly unbelievable. The flood has completely destroyed the scene, shudder in fear. When weather conditions are bad, anchoring a large ship becomes very challenging and even dangerous for the workers. Oh no! The floodwaters were so high that many people were swept away with no place to cling to. The incident involving a cruise ship in distress in Italy has attracted significant attention from the maritime community. It became stuck under a bridge in the city of Livorno. A container ship 5 containers to fall into the It's impressive for those who have never seen it before. A powerful storm struck the western part of Florida at the end of September 2022, causing severe damage, especially in areas like Englewood. This was one of the strongest storms in U.S. history, with winds reaching up to 240 kilometers per hour at its peak.
This is bad, guys. This is...
Operating a motorboat requires the driver to have skills in engine control, managing speed, and steering to ensure safety and efficiency throughout the trip. When the waves are too high, they can nearly crash into the aerial lift bridge, a rare and attention-grabbing phenomenon. This bridge, with its height and uniqueness, becomes a focal point for witnessing the power of nature. The icebreaker Brise Glacée La Baie appeared majestically on the Saguenay River, embodying the power and wonder of technology. On an important day, the luxurious $10 million yacht, approximately 90 feet in length, encountered a serious incident right after being launched in Washington State, USA. The colossal ship, built to brave the vast oceans, fights against the fury of the sea. Towering waves, like giant walls of water, crash relentlessly against the ship's hull, creating a scene that is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The waters of Jeju, known for their rich marine resources, are currently facing issues with illegal fishing by foreign fishing vessels, particularly those from China. Is this behavior environmental destruction? Tons of bricks are just being dumped to the bottom of the sea. Respect the maritime sovereignty of countries. Otherwise, incidents like these will continue to happen. The owners of these boats will be heartbroken to see this scene. The waves have ruined everything for them. The storm has made it difficult for the person who is still stuck on the boat. The strong winds are preventing them from maintaining balance to move to the neighboring ship. While most people focus on the wind and rain, tornadoes can be one of the most dangerous aspects of a storm that is often overlooked.
Oh my gosh.
Hurricane Milton has officially made landfall, causing severe flooding in El Jobim, Florida, and Fort Myers, submerging everything in vast amounts of water. Oh my God! Look at that beautiful house on the hillside. Landslides are truly terrifying. In a competition, when a boat tilts too much, it can lead to a loss of balance and possibly capsize. They need to be skillful and careful. On December 26th, the two ships Rinjian 15 and Heise 10 of Andong Holdings had an accident while docking. But fortunately, there were no injuries, oil leaks, or environmental pollution. The container dock crane, operated by EpicWorld, could not withstand the harsh weather conditions. Even the container ship suffered significant damage. The terrifying moment when the passenger ship collided with the dock happened unexpectedly. In that instant, dock workers panicked and ran for their lives. A serious incident has occurred in Thailand's maritime network. The container ship KMTC Hong Kong experienced a container fire and explosion during operations. The flames spread rapidly, causing loud explosions and thick smoke to billow up. In just a brief 10 minutes, a ship sank to the bottom of the sea. This moment truly sends chills down one's spine. People often don't foresee unexpected accidents. In an instant, everything can change. What a terrifying sight! The red nickel ship from Indonesia broke in half and sank into the sea. The scene people are witnessing from the ship is terrifying. Everything around is engulfed in the red of the flames. Wow! The captain of this boat is incredibly brave. The high waves and strong winds don't discourage them. The boat is rocking so much it seems like it could sink. It's truly dangerous. This is exactly how those on the ship feel while braving the storm. Those who are seasick will definitely not enjoy this.
Even after many years, the people of Japan still cannot forget the scene of the tsunami flooding and destroying their homes in 2011.
Each landslide like this serves as a reminder of nature's power and our responsibility to protect the environment. After the two ships collided violently, the giant crane was toppled right before everyone's eyes. The crane was lifting a large generator when it suddenly tilted, and ultimately, both the generator and the barge toppled over. What a careless mistake! These are terrifying moments as the tsunami strikes Indonesia. Not a single boat is left intact at this time. What happened to the ship? Did it lose control, or is it a deliberate act of retaliation? Wow. A terrifying hailstorm just struck the island.
must be down
The
here.
hailstones fell from the sky like bullets.
Really high wind, guys.
No one could anticipate the power and suddenness of nature. The derecho storm in Cedar Rapids was a sudden and devastating natural disaster. It occurred in August 2020, striking the city of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, USA, with tremendous destructive power. A heavy storm has recently made landfall in the Ozark region, causing significant damage.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's a tsunami. It's terrifying. In 2020, the Cedar Rapids area and surrounding regions of Iowa endured a large storm with strong, widespread winds, destroying many homes and crops. A powerful storm with winds reaching 130 miles per hour, about 210 kilometers per hour, devastated the eastern regions of Iowa. The strong winds, like a tornado, swept away everything in their path, destroying homes and disrupting the daily lives of thousands of residents. When diving at the ocean's depths, tranquility can quickly be shattered if you fall into a state of panic. An unfortunate incident occurred when the mooring line snapped, causing the ship to lose control and crash into another vessel. Incredible! This massive ship has sunk all the tiny boats at the dock. The passengers on this ship had a heart-stopping experience when their vessel collided with another ship. An unexpected accident occurred involving a 135-meter-long and 18-meter-high cargo ship at the Batsweg Bridge in Rilland. This bridge has probably reached its breaking point after being struck and snagged by several large drifting ships. Unbelievably, the captain fell asleep, leading the tourist ship to crash straight into the cliff. This ship must be rushing to the shore, but lost its brakes. How tragic. A collision between a barge and a container ship occurred on the Amsterdam-Rhine Canal, near Tiel, Netherlands. Although both vessels sustained only minor damage to their hulls, the incident still startled many. On a ship, while transporting cars on deck during stormy weather, a fire broke out when seawater flooded the battery of one of the vehicles. Each time they face the Japanese patrol forces in the Diaoyu Islands area, they show no fear. On the contrary, they remain resilient in protecting their rights. This icebreaker from Murmansk is one of the most powerful ships in the Arctic region. Designed to cut through ice up to 2 meters thick, like a knife slicing through butter. Karadna is famous for its thriving shipbuilding industry, making a significant contribution to the regional and national economy. A container ship can lose stability if its load exceeds the allowed limit. causing the ship's center of gravity to shift and making it prone to tilting. A Nortec cigarette boat sank at the dock after being rescued following a storm. The boat sustained significant damage during the repair and rescue process. At first glance, many people would think this is a couple on a yacht rather than a simple boat collision. On December 26th, the two ships Rinjian 15 and Haisa 10 of Andong Holdings had an accident while docking. But fortunately, there were no injuries, oil leaks, or environmental pollution. The container dock crane, operated by EpicWorld, could not withstand the harsh weather conditions. Even the container ship suffered significant damage. The terrifying moment when the passenger ship collided with the dock happened unexpectedly. In that instant, dock workers panicked and ran for their lives. A serious incident has occurred in Thailand's maritime network. The container ship KMTC Hong Kong experienced a container fire and explosion during operations. The flames spread rapidly, causing loud explosions and thick smoke to billow up. This was an unfortunate accident near the Strelic Bridge, which connects the islands of Ugljin and Pasman in Croatia's Adriatic archipelago. The area is known for its narrow channels and varying depths, requiring skilled navigation to avoid collisions. The Holyhead Breakwater, built in the 19th century, is the longest breakwater in the United Kingdom, protecting the harbor from the harsh conditions of the sea. However, the strength of Storm Dara made this area extremely dangerous for ships. At a beach, the boat named Skosenboat Kanyak faced a dangerous situation when hit by large waves and strong winds from the west. The combination of the huge waves and powerful winds could have pushed the boat to the brink of sinking. Those aboard or witnesses may have been extremely worried as they saw the boat pushed into this perilous situation.
This is insane!
The power of this storm is terrifying.
Line snapping, sails pulling.
Do you see the boat trying to withstand its wind
this
force?
guy's got a good morning.
Fortunately, the ship was launched successfully without any unfortunate incidents. Never be complacent with ships close to each other if you don't want to face danger.
Alright, boys, you got it! Oh my god. Oh my god. I got this.
Perhaps this is the captain's first time steering this boat. During the storm, even being in a high-rise building might not be safe. Look at this scene, shattered glass and everything in ruins. It's unbelievable that even cars can experience what seasickness feels like. It's impressive to see this, a car transport operation at sea. A daring maneuver in the vast open sea. The captain seems to be staking their entire career to execute the perfect turn. Oh no! The poor little ship. It has been cornered by the large vessel. Has this boat captain fallen asleep? A collision like this would definitely wake him up. After the accident, people could only helplessly watch as each container floated away into the sea, unable to do anything about it. Once floodwaters surge, they will sweep away everything in their path. Don't be foolish enough to stand in the middle of the flood. A fitting in for the ship that was overloaded while passing under a bridge. The cargo has fallen into the water, and they will have to compensate for the damages. Unfortunately, a Brazilian Navy ship encountered a serious incident when it got stuck under a pedestrian bridge in Ecuador. Look! The strong winds and heavy rain are relentlessly hitting the large ship anchored in the harbor. Pieces of the ship being dismantled fell with such loud noise that it attracted a lot of attention. But don't stand under there, it's very dangerous. A fun day on Wisconsin's lake turned into a fire emergency for a family when they stumbled upon a speedboat that was on fire. A RO ship carrying 160 people capsized, a sight that left everyone horrified. In an instant, the screams and the crashing waves blended together, creating a scene of deep sorrow and haunting despair. Recently, a serious maritime accident occurred, raising many questions about safety at sea. A container ship moving out of the eastern waters near the Van John River mouth collided with another vessel. This incident caused the container ship to tilt to the right, resulting in a large number of containers falling into the sea.